Hey guys, Ride the Car Guy here. I just wanted to quickly show you how I made my subwoofer box specifically for my Xterra. Now, a lot of you have seen this, just from other videos I've been doing in the back of the Xterra, and some of you have asked how I built it because it fits in here, in my opinion, perfectly, and it doesn't slide around, which is pretty nice. Now, two disclaimers. First of all, this is ugly. I went with function over form, and so it's not exactly a pretty way to do it, but it does technically work. And secondly, this is just this is a 10-inch subwoofer, so this is not going to be shaking the streets like the idiots that drive around my house in the middle of the night. But it does add a nice, just a little bit of a low note, a little bit extra to my sound without having to go too crazy. Now, one of the really cool features about some of the Nissan SUVs and trucks is this little Utilitrack system, and I really wanted to utilize that in building my box. So what I did is I created the very front of the box to sit inside of the Utilitrack system. So if you see, I lift it up, it actually has a little ledge here that sits inside. That's the key to making this thing effectively never move out of position. Also, I picked a subwoofer that is shallow enough that once it's mounted, I can still lift the rear cargo top and it doesn't obstruct. If I can get the model number off of this for you, I'm happy to tell you what it is. I'm sure they don't even sell it anymore. I've had this for like 6 years, and I have a little kicker 300 watt that runs it. Let me pull it out here and I'll show you how I built it. It is MDF construction with great stuff as the insulator, and as you can see in the back, I wasn't too worried about how it looked, but I used standard wood screws to connect it all together, and this is how I handled the wheel well. The wheel well, of course, protrudes into this cargo area, and so I needed to work around it. I made it shallow enough to accommodate the depth that I wanted, but deep enough to actually mount the subwoofer inside. I'll take some dimensions on it and put it in the description down below. I also made a point to get an amp small enough that it'll strap directly to the box, and I put it on the side so that way I could use the top of the box for storage if I needed to, which when I'm moving or carrying a bunch of stuff, it is very helpful. That also allows me to quickly pop these wires out and pull the entire thing out as a unit, so that way if I can quickly and easily have the full use of the cargo area of the Xterra. As far as the wires, I have them going into the mount for the rear seat. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I'm also really neurotic about not puncturing a bunch of holes inside of the vehicle, especially on the side plastics. So that's why I did it that way. But obviously, you could drill a hole out here or even behind the box to make it an even cleaner look. And that way you can just run it straight through, which I actually might end up doing, to be honest with you. It's, the car's 17 years old. Pretty sure it's, pretty sure I can start drilling into it and not feel too bad about it. And of course, those are just ran up through the firewall to get the power from the battery, and then the other two go to the back of the radio. For the ground, I just popped the cover off of the back seat mount on the floor and used that to mount the ground. Now again, it's nothing really special, but I really like that it doesn't move around the back of the Xterra, especially with this hard cargo area. Anything you put back here is just gonna slide around. So it's really nice. I didn't have to drill into the side to hold it in place. I just used the Utilitrack, and it works great. It's been in the back of the Xterra for 5 years now, and I haven't had a single issue with it. So that's it. I hope that answered some questions for you. If you do have any additional questions, be sure to put them down in the comments below, and I'll try to get to them. And also like the video and subscribe. We're having fun over here on this channel and just doing some different stuff. So thanks again for watching, and have a good one. See you soon.